There are two ways you can perform this exercise. You can either have a pronated grip, so an overhand grip, or you can have a supinated grip. Sometimes I like to mix and match in the same exercise in the same workout. So I'm actually going to be doing that today. I'm going to start on one set of supination, so supinated straight arm lat pull down with the EZ bar. Then I'll do 2 sets of pronation. How do we set up? So first of all, I'm going to be jumping up to 19.5 kilograms. When it comes to a supinated grip, you want to tuck in the grooves of the EZ bar. Then bring the bar to your chest, taking 2 steps back, a very wide base of support, bringing the torso down until it's parallel with the cable. From this point, fully extend until your arms and the bar is out of your peripheral vision. Then when you row, you want to also flex and bring your arms to 90 degrees like that. See how my arms on the side profile are 90 degrees? That's what you want to achieve. And the entire time, you want to maintain contraction through your back muscles, not through your arms. Let me just readjust that. Okay. Just like that. 2, 3, up, squeeze, contract, 2, 3. Now, you would opt for the supinated version if you want to slightly isolate your lats more so than any other portion of your back. In this case, it is of course primarily lats, but you are of course working out your upper back, your rhomboids, inundatedly or without even thinking about it, your biceps as well, your mid trapezius, your upper trapezius. Let me do a couple more reps. I'm not happy with that. Yes. Yes. Up. Perfect. 2 minutes rest again from our previous working set. We have jumped all the way to 27 kilograms. And now I'm going to be showing you the pronated variation of the straight arm EZ bar cable lat pull down. Now, again, you want to drop your hands in the groove of the EZ bar. However, it's now with the EZ bar facing down, not with the EZ bar facing up this way like you would in the supinated variation. So pronated like this, supinated like this, right there. Okay, bar to you, 2 steps back, wide base of support, torso parallel with the cable, full extension with the arms till it's out of your peripheral vision. Then you're rowing. This time, however, you are not flexing down to 90 degrees. You are keeping your arms completely straight and down, just like that. 2, 3, full extension, down, 2, 3. Hence the name straight arm cable lat pull down. Now, this is the version that I would typically recommend 95% of people perform because this is, well, not only easier to perform, not only will you be getting more out of the exercise. Let's drop it. 27 kilos down to 18 kilos. So easier to perform, you'll be getting more out of the exercise and you'll be building your foundation is what I'm meant to be getting to. So exercises as beginners, novices, intermediates, you want to try and focus on exercises that build yourself a foundation. When it comes to making these minor tweaks to further isolate a particular part of your body, that is more an advanced athlete level. That is when you are competing on stage and you want to make adjustments in your bodybuilding routine to bring out a certain part of your body more in comparison to any other region of your body. For example, when you get shredded and you're able to find what your weaknesses and strengths are, you create a program around that. Hence why I showed you both variations here today. Pronated variation is what I recommend for 95% of people. Like I said, I personally mix and match whatever I feel like doing on a day. But in the grand scheme of things, if I was looking at today's workout schedule, workout plan, because the T-bar row incorporated a lot of your lats, primarily upper back, rhomboids, upper middle trapezius, especially the way I was setting up and performing the T-bar row. Then I jumped into the plate loaded lat pull down. You wouldn't isolate your lats further by incorporating a supinated grip here. You would definitely go for the pronated variation. Okay, final working set here on the straight arm easy bar cable lat pull down. We are again doing 27 kilograms. We're going to be doing a triple drop set, as many reps as possible until technical failure for all 3 drop sets. For this particular set, I'm going to try my best not to talk because in the previous set I had to do like a quad drop set. Okay, let's go. Uh, 13. That was very, very good, comrades. 10-second rest, 10-second rest. And down to 18 kilograms. Wow, 8 reps. Very good. And again, we half the weight down to 10 kilograms. Just let the weight take it from here. Okay. Very, very good.